So we've got Cheryl Leong here from the Growth Hub, and she's just going to answer a few questions, give us a good brief rundown of her business and what she provides to business owners. So Cheryl, what inspired you to start your business and how did you turn the idea into a reality?
Sure. So, Kane, I've always loved business, even when I was a young girl. My parents had their own business. Not that I had a good example. When you're part of family businesses, they always seem to be struggling. But I was like, I love the idea of problem solving. I love the idea of creating things. And I guess as I got older and I understood what it is that I personally enjoyed and was passionate about, I went through this process of discovery through the model of Ikigai. It's a Japanese model where you pretty much identify what you're passionate about, what you're good at, and what other people need, the problem that people need solved, and what you can make a business or career out of. And that the middle bit was what I then realized. I love connecting people. And at the time, I was a buyer's agent a few years ago. I was also in property development, so I knew the property space really well, and I knew how property businesses work because I was running a property business myself. But I wanted to help other businesses. I wanted to help them grow because I knew that the struggles I had, I wasn't the only one that was feeling it, and I wasn't able to grow because I was doing everything myself and trying to figure it all myself. And that's how the Growth Hub came about, where I wanted to leverage virtual assistants from the Philippines who I want to give them the opportunity to have meaningful work, but that they could work from home and they could do virtually, and train them on how to support property businesses. And that's how the start of the Growth Hub became possible, because I knew all these property businesses that were struggling, and I had thankfully at the time managed to pull together a pool of virtual assistants that were willing to learn about property in Australia, and that's sort of how it all came together to start.
Great, thanks for sharing that with us. It's important that the service that you provide obviously has come from your own personal experience of being a business owner,
Yeah.
and knowing exactly the struggles that come with it. And most business owners, they think they can take on everything, but it can actually burn you in the long run. You can
Yeah.
burn yourself out. I've found you lose passion for what you're doing, and you blame yourself. Sometimes it's the simplest thing, that you're just trying to do too much yourself.
Absolutely.
So what's the biggest challenge you've faced as a business owner, and how did you overcome it?
Pretty much growing the business, not just growing the business, just growing as a person, Kane. Really understanding that where your business is at is often reflected by where you are at personally. There's so many things from a mindset point of view. We have limiting beliefs about ourselves. We have all this, excuse the French, shit that goes through our minds that stop us from actually pushing past and stepping into our best selves. And you'll find that that will show up in your business in various ways, whether it's financially, whether it's in your leadership, whether it's in the confidence that you have when you're selling to people as well. And so that's where I find was my biggest challenge, about just creating that awareness of that it really just started with me, and then building and constantly growing to learn what I needed to do to continuously fine-tune my mindset about things, continually fine-tune my leadership skills and who I am. And so that has reflected and in my business overall, and where I've seen huge changes in terms of our business, in terms of financially, in terms of my leadership and my team, and them stepping up and taking ownership and responsibility as
Well, thank you very much for sharing that. How do you find yourself staying competitive or differentiate yourself from other businesses in
yeah.
a similar industry?
So competitive advantage and competition is always going to be everywhere that you go. And the way that I see it, I probably don't look at what's around so much and look more towards what do our clients need. As a business, we understand the pain points that we go through, and often because of the size of our business and our team, we're probably experiencing things a few steps ahead of a lot of our businesses. And so we're constantly keeping in touch with them to understand what they're going through and be able to go, hey, where are you now? What do you need help with? And so that's where we've gotten a lot of our intel to understanding, what are they looking for as a solution, or do they not even realize there's a problem there? Well, they know there's a problem, but they don't know how to fix it. And so that's how we've found that we've constantly grown, is that we're always looking to understand how we can help our clients' businesses grow and coming up with the solutions to solve that. And even if it's something that we can't do, we make sure that we've helped our clients find what that solution is, even if it's with someone else.
So obviously you're saying that as a business owner yourself and the issues that you've had, you can see these sort of things happening before they happen as well. And like these owners turn around to you and they're like, we're having this issues, but we don't know what's causing it. Where's this coming from? Why are we having these issues?
Correct.
From your experience and your knowledge in it, is that you can see what's happening and you've got the best tools, you've got the best way that's going to solve that issue.
Absolutely, because we find that a lot of people will see it's like going to the doctor and saying, I've got a cold, right? But the doctor really has to understand what's the core issue. Why is that coming up? It might not be the symptom comes out as this, but really, and because we've gone through our own evolution, we understand now it's not what you think it is. There's actually a deeper level of what's causing dysfunction or causing challenge or stopping things from happening in your business. And so we've been able to build that up and identify these things before they even happen for our clients.
Which can be very detrimental to your success.
Yeah, you could spend the time figuring it out, or you just go, someone else that's gone through it, can you tell me what I need to do?
Yeah, exactly. And what advice would you give to someone thinking about starting their own business?
Cliche, but just do it, especially in this age when you have so much resources available to you. You've got ChatGPT, you've got YouTube, you can learn so much about business freely and very cheaply. We all have these fears and things that stop us because we think, what if it doesn't work? What if people laugh at me? What if people judge me? And that's our brain's way of trying to keep us safe, but we've got to push past that ego and be able to just go, I believe in it. And so what if I fail? I'm going to learn from it anyhow. I'm just going to keep getting better. So you're never too young or too old to try. Just do it.
It is the unfortunate thing. There was something someone told me in the course I was doing, and they said, unfortunately, sometimes your biggest critics are your friends. And people you think that should be supporting you, they want to see you fail. Sometimes your closest friends want to see you fail because they're not doing it. They haven't got the guts to give it a go. They know they would give up. So you got to push past it all. I agree with that. You've got to push past it all, keep going. And the old saying goes that you've got to fall down to figure out how to get up. But if you don't let yourself fall down, you're not going to figure it out.
Fall forward. There's a Denzel Washington phrase that I love. Just fall forward. At least you're still moving forward.
The easiest way to get back up. All right, and looking ahead, what's your vision for your business for the next 3 to 5 years?
Without a doubt, AI is going and has already started to make huge waves in how we do business, how we communicate, how we transact, how we make things more efficient. We're spending quite a bit of our own resources, time and energy understanding where to implement AI in our businesses so that we can also implement it into our clients' businesses to help them grow. It's so fun, it's so exciting. It can be a bit daunting as well, but that's where we're seeing the biggest shifts in how we do business, but still balancing that with the human element of how do we ensure that we still keep it genuine, keep things personalized, and keep that human touch. But leverage AI and automation to just help us be more efficient, reduce human error, and create a better client experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very important. A lot of people still want to be dealing with a real person when they're asking for help because there's so many emotions and the stress and the pain and everything that comes with it. They don't want to be talking to a robot that doesn't understand how they feel. So speaking to someone like you that's also got experience, let alone specializing in trying to help these businesses, they're going to feel like they've actually been heard.
Absolutely.
I think that's definitely very important.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up today, if you were to explain your business in a few short words and the ideal client that would really find the best value in your services, how would you tell that to us today so people know that they're the ones that may actually need that service?
Sure. So Kane, if you founders and business owners who are here, but they want to be here, they've got goals about the type of business that they want to grow, but they're still stuck in the business, but they don't really know how to go from here to this point and feel really overwhelmed about how to figure it all out, that's where we come in and help breach that gap. So we fill in that gap by being able to go, all right, we know where you are now, we know where you want to be. Here's the strategy that we're going to help you implement. And we're actually going to help you make it happen. We're going to help execute it for you. So all of a sudden, the business owner is going, oh, you're not just telling me what I need to do because, one, I don't have time, nor do I have the capacity or probably the interest. You're going to do it for me. Excellent. That means I'm going to go from here to here a whole lot faster. So if you're business owners who are still stuck and they're doing so much and they're sort of not being able to move forward, that's where we can help bridge that gap.
All right, fantastic. So if anyone out there knows that they do have a struggle, Cheryl's mentioned here, she's definitely the one you need to be reaching out to try and find out where she can help. Obviously, you offer a free consultation to have
absolutely.
a chat.
Yeah.
You're not going to sell your service to someone that obviously doesn't need it.
No.
So it doesn't hurt to just get in contact, find out if that's where you need your help, and she'll tailor her services to suit your needs. So I'll tag her in this. You'll be able to contact her or send an inquiry to Cheryl Leong at Growth Hub. So
yeah. It's Cheryl at thegrowthhub.io.
There we go.
Thank you.
And you can contact her. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Kane. Thanks for the chat.